Hi, I'm Rob with We Keep You Cycling, and today the Selle Italia SLR SuperFlow in both the 130 and the 145. The SuperFlow might be Selle Italia's most revolutionary saddle since the creation of the Flight in the early 90s. It signifies a change that just 5 years ago the company was on the fence as to whether sit bone width mattered when it came to saddle fit, and there was a lot of discussion internally as to whether cutouts actually made a difference for numbness or soft tissue pressure. We now have one model available in two different sizes. We have the 130 and the 145. This signifies that the company has finally caved to the notion that not one size for every rider, but that one model should be made in a variety of sizes to provide comfort for different riding positions and different sit bone widths. It also comes with their largest cutout they've ever made. It starts just behind the nose and goes almost all the way to the rear. The cutout at the front is just under 19 millimeters wide and gets as wide as 34.7 at the rear and is a whopping 194 millimeters in length. It's almost the entire length of the saddle, and it's a first for them. It's covered in their standard high-density EVA padding, so while it's firm, it provides just enough sit bone support and give so that as not to fatigue you, and it's wrapped in genuine leather. The shell features their 30% carbon composite with titanium rails connected, so there's a little bit of give, which provides additional comfort, and it's extremely lightweight. In the 130, we see most riders with an aggressive position or narrow sit bones, and this has been a standard for the SLR shape. Now, if you need a wider saddle, slightly more upright position, or slightly wider sit bones and previously weren't able to fit on the SLR, you have the 145. It's 15 millimeters wider, and it is intended to meet the riders who otherwise found the smaller SLR shape of the past to be too narrow and didn't provide enough sit bone support for them. The additional width is made up with a larger wing section here. The cutout itself does not change in proportion to the width. Keep in mind, it does keep the SLR hallmark characteristics. It's flat across the top here. It's got a gentle give for the wing, but it's a largely flat saddle at the rear, and it has a get-out-of-the-way nose, so it's a little on the narrower side. In both sizes, I'm going to tell you that while you're hanging off the front of the saddle, that cutout is not so effective. I'm Rob with We Keep You Cycling, and this is Selle Italia's SLR SuperFlow in the 130 and the 145 width. If you have any questions about these saddles or any of the saddles we carry, drop us a line or email us info@wekeepyoucycling.com.